Right everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it's Sunday and it's been a beautifully warm, lovely October, kind of autumny day. So we've been for a walk this morning, come out on the bike this afternoon. It's probably about 4:30 now. I'm so loving riding the BSA. We're on about 400 miles. So those of you who said that I was going to be ending up racking up the miles on this bike, you were 100% right in the comments and on the Facebook group. Everyone said, you'll love it, you'll ride it a lot. That has started to happen. I've noticed a couple of cool things about the bike which I'm impressed with. One is the fuel tank. I've got to grips with the filler cap now, and I like the fact that the opening to the fuel tank is on this sort of offset. It's not symmetrical in the middle. There's a car coming here, so I'll let those go past. But it does mean when you fill the brim the tank and the bike's on its side stand, because the tank's angled over but the hole is here, you actually fill the entirety of the tank. On my other bike I kept thinking, oh, shall I put the bike on its center stand to get the fuel tank actually full to the brim, because I want to like to do big miles per day when I'm traveling and touring and things, so I like a full tank. But that's cool. Other thing which I've noticed is the little warning light display, which is quite unique on the Goldstar because it's mounted within the headlight nacelle. Quite a clever place to put it. People complained about that and said, oh, well, you know, it's hard to see. I haven't found it hard to see the lights at all. And it's even better because it's so far forward on the bike, it's in your vision more. So I haven't had any occurrences where I've left the indicators on this bike. Normally I'm terrible for leaving indicators on. You know, that's actually quite dangerous on a bike because people can think you're turning into a junction, they'll pull out of it, you're actually going straight on, and you end up T-boning a big piece of metal, a big metal brick, which is going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts them. So that's really cool about the bike. I enjoyed that. Okay, so a couple of housekeeping pieces before I get into the main topic of the video. One is the location, so people like to know about the locations that I film in. This is actually called Water Break Its Neck Waterfall. It's a walk you can do. You can't take vehicles all the way to the waterfall. But on the access road to the waterfall, I get this lovely view behind me. Bit of traffic noise, people on their bikes roaring up and down. But the view is just outstanding, and I just enjoy coming up here. It's actually about an hour and a half away from where I live, so I do travel to get the view really, and I make a thing of it. Come out on a ride, take the gear, and then I have a nice backdrop if I've got something to talk about on a video. Now the other thing is the apparel, the jackets and so on and so forth. Now I have talked about this in the last video. This is an Oxford Churchill jacket. I got it from Ghost Bikes on offer for $39.99, which is stupid money because it's now my favourite jacket. I wear it all the time. Somebody wrote in the comments, what barrel staff jacket is this? And it's not a barrel staff jacket at all. It's about as far from a barrel staff jacket as you could get. So I love this jacket. I don't have any affiliation or links or anything, so if you want to find it, just search for Oxford Churchill. It's blue, it's black, it comes in men's, ladies. It's just a nice jacket. So yeah, go and have a look for it. Again, I've got no links, so just type into Google Oxford Churchill, find the cheapest price for yourself, and off you go. If you watch another video and I'm wearing different stuff, I usually put the stuff in the description. So it says Spada, what's my other one? Wax, cotton, something or other. But that's in there as well. So it's just in the description of the video if you want to know anything. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is why I'm now fully supporting BSA, and I am going to fully support them going forward. I think they've done a lot of good things since the Goldstar's come out. Some people wrote in the comments at the last video where we revealed this bike, why are you hating on a bike you've bought? I don't understand. And it was a difficult one to reply to. I'm not hating on the bike. Some people got what I was trying to do, and I don't want to come across as some kind of shill influencer type who just says all the positive things, everything's wonderful until it's not, and then they've got a new bike, everything's wonderful about that until it's not. I want to be real about why I've bought the bike, the pros to this particular model and also the negatives to it as well. So I've done that in the video. I think I've spent enough time kind of drawing out what isn't good about the Goldstar. So from now on, we're going to talk about the bike, the progress. Hold on a sec, more cars. Yeah, we're going to talk about the bike, the progress I'm making with it, what I'm doing with it, and that kind of thing. We're not going to focus on what BSA did or didn't do right. But you know, I had to make the video like that because don't forget, people watch these videos with the intent of purchasing the bike. So I only feel it's fair to talk about the pros, but also the cons to bikes. So you make an informed purchasing decision. You still got to put best part of £7,000 into a motorcycle, so you need to know, and I'm not going to just gloss over bits. So people are there writing, oh, why are you saying this? That's why, okay? So I've said it because it's only fair to the people who are perhaps thinking of buying a bike. Okay, so what I got from the video is that BSA now has a lot more supporters than haters, which is really good. I mean, for a while people were hating on the bike. I think that that's now coming to an end. There's lots of happy owners. About 300 bikes were sold in Q1. If they update the statistics for Q2's BSA Goldstar sold numbers, bikes registered, then I'll add that in the video. But at the moment, I only know Q1 because there's a delay in processing the data. Q1, just over 300 bikes were registered Goldstars. So that's a pretty good start for BSA. They have also been listening to the feedback as well, because people mentioned the radiator. The new Goldstars have got a different style radiator. Not many people know that, but they have actually changed the radiator on the new bikes. Similarly with the heat shield, this was reduced after feedback, initial feedback, that the heat shield was an ugly, all-encompassing thing. They actually trimmed the heat shield right back to make it more aesthetically pleasing. So I feel they are actually listening, which is a nice place to be. You've got a smaller motorcycle brand, and that gives them the ability to be more nimble and make decisions about models that they can switch tack very quickly, perhaps more so than a huge corporation where you've invested all the R&D and everything's gone into it. It's harder to change direction and do little tweaks and bits if you're a much bigger company. So what am I going to do on the bike then? Well, I've taken the screen off. I'm not going to do any big mods like bar end mirrors, anything down here with radiator guards, crash guards. I don't want to spend money just accessorizing the bike to high heaven. I've done that before. I'm not doing it this time round. I do, however, need a pannier system because I travel around, like to go on longer rides. I'm carrying camera equipment as well, so I sometimes need that. I'll have to look into the BSA panniers because I've seen them in the dealership, and my gosh, they are a stunning piece of kit. They're not cheap, but it's another tick in the box of BSA that they've done the apparel and the accessories to such a high quality. Like you see these panniers, and they're soft and hard pannier options, brown and black leather. Very, very, very nice when you get up and close personal with them. So let's see if I can get a deal on some BSA panniers. I don't want to option the bike up to death, definitely not, but the panniers are something I might go for. So you might see some more content on the panniers if we do end up getting some. Okay, so final point on today's video, I want to talk quickly about BikerPics. So if you don't know already, BikerPics are a small company that basically set up locations around the UK, and they'll take images on high quality cameras of motorcyclists riding past. So you get that picture of you riding, which is quite hard to achieve. In addition, it's taken at very high quality, so you can blow it up on a wall, on a canvas, and you won't lose any resolution, which you typically do with phone pictures. I quite like BikerPics as a company. I've used them a couple of times. I've sent emails back and forth to the person who manages the team, a lady called Diane, just saying, you know, when's the location? Can you come to Worcester? This sort of thing. And I've always been impressed. Really, really nice lady to talk to, over email at least. So I found out that yesterday, BikerPics were outside Worcester on the A44. So I thought, yeah, okay, brilliant. Take the Goldstar. Haven't got a name for her yet, but we will work on that. Take the Goldstar, ride past, and I'll get some lovely images. I'll go on the website. It's about $12.50, which is nothing for a professional photo. $12.50, download it, and I'll have this nice image, and I can use it for thumbnails. Also, I just keep for my own enjoyment. You know, it's a really nice picture. I just keep it for me. I rode past once, waved. Guy was there. His name's Alex, one of the photographers. Brilliant. And then I thought, you know what? I'll get the other side of the bike, and then I can choose between the two photos. So I rode back again, and unfortunately, I found out when I rode past, I could see there was an altercation going on between the photographer and another biker. So I pulled in. I said, "Oh, look, what's going on?" I said, "He's just basically doing his job. This is a guy. He's a young guy. He's just taking pictures." This other biker was so angry. I've never seen anything like it. It was pure rage at having his photo taken. So basically, the end. I'm not going to go into the full details of what happened. It was very unpleasant for me and Alex. This guy basically made a lot of threats about what he would do. Basically, threats on our life, things like that. He said, and he was one of those people that it gave you pause, because the way he was, it was like he would actually go through with it. And so, although I'm not normally shying away from just saying to people, you know, perhaps what you shouldn't be having a go at him, I was actually a little bit shaken by what happened at the end of it, because this guy was so angry and threatening that Alex had his phone thrown into the undergrowth. There's nothing physical between me. I just had verbal abuse, and at the end of it, he eventually left, this guy, and Alex. We went to find his phone. I said, "Look, I appreciate what you do. I think it's a great service you provide." And he basically revealed that people actually abuse the photographers a lot, and I just thought that was a real shame. Alex was obviously quite shaken by it. He was kind of like white. He just like couldn't really hold. I couldn't really make eye contact with him. He was just like in a bit of a flap. And so, yeah, he said it's most of the time car drivers abusing the photographers, but very rarely bikers. But I just thought this is so unnecessary. If you don't want your picture taken, then fine. I'm sure he would have deleted it there and then off the camera if you'd asked. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention it. Like nothing kind of physical happened. Very unpleasant. I actually ended my ride yesterday early, because I was a bit shaken by the whole thing, and I wouldn't say that lightly. That doesn't normally happen to me, but this was kind of exceptional. So what I would say about BikerPics is, if you do see them, like be respectful of these guys. Like it's a small company, and they're just trying to earn a living. If you do actually ride past one, then go on the website and have a look at the photos, because some of the photos are really good. It's a bit of a keepsake. It's a better photo than you'll ever take just sort of selfieing next to the bike on your phone. So yeah, I'd just go and I'd go and have a look on the website. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end the video there, and I'm going to have a nice ride back. It's probably about 50 miles, 60 miles back, and the sun's setting behind me. It's just going to be mint, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much.